What's happening, everyone? Nick Ilkins here, West Ham Fan TV. Just come back virtually from the London Stadium where West Ham 2, Villa 1. Pretty result. Again, not a very pretty performance, but we're flying up that table.
Well, you know what? It's a game that had everything, no? Absolutely everything. Early goals in both halves. VAR. Terrible refereeing, to be honest. Double halftime substitutions. I think something that we're never going to see again. And, well, like you say, mate, absolutely buzzing. 5th place, another win, 3 on the bounce. And more than anything, when was the last time we had +6 goal difference? I mean, that's one of the biggest shocks. But, I mean, yet again, we're on the run. We've got good games coming up. And I really think that, we can keep pushing on. And like you say, not the best performance. I mean, probably one of the biggest letdowns in terms of percentage, shots on goals, etc. But maybe that's just the way we're going to play, mate. Maybe we just have to turn around and say, you know what? We're expecting something that we're just not going to get delivered during the reign of Moyes. What do you think?
Well, I'll have my say in a minute, mate. It's about your say at the moment.
I mean, elephant in the room. I mean, why did Antonio start? I mean, within the first 5 minutes, you could tell there he wasn't up for it. He was jogging, obviously protecting his leg, nothing against him, just looking for he was saving his sprints for any ball that went over the top. I mean, what did that, would anyone else have made that decision? Probably not. I mean, but obviously Moyes is a huge fan of Antonio. Did it affect or will it affect Haller's confidence? Hopefully not, because I mean, if that's how Antonio is, he won't be back in time for the Man United game. I mean, Haller will have to start there,
Well, I'll be honest with you, mate, with Antonio struggling a little bit there, Haller come on, and I think he played with a point to prove because I thought he'd done very well.
That was the best. I mean, the pressing he did. And let's look at the halftime decisions. Was it here we come into a dilemma? Was it genius tactical decision or poor team selection in the first place? I mean, honestly, it's nice to see that double substitution, but I think making that double substitution was Moyes honestly holding his hands up, and it will be interesting to see his interviews after the game. But I honestly think making that double halftime substitution, he was holding his hands up and saying, you know what, lads, I made a mistake. I need to set this up a little bit more different. And yet again, like we've talked about so many times, and we've got criticised, me and you in this interview, talking about the famous Plan B. And playing it for, not being able to have Fornals and Bowen together. Another proof, no?
Well, it was Ben Rama that set up the goal for Bowen. Lovely finish. Didn't think Bowen had the best of games, I must say. That was probably the only thing he done all night. But that'll do, to be honest with you. Look, at the end of the day, I can see where Moyes was coming from with he wanted Antonio to press from the front. Just wasn't fit enough. And I mean, how well they're done tonight. I think he's got to look at him for me. I think maybe Antonio will be more effective in the second.
I think, like you say, I think definitely bring him on a 60, 65, 70 minutes, substitution there. And like you say, mate, Haller deserves a try. I think if that's the level that Antonio's at, he's got to start Haller. And I mean, in the first half, we were all talking around saying, where's our Grealish? I think, no? Because I mean, with what Grealish was doing to us the first half, and we had 2 options of our Grealish on the bench, Ben Rama or Lanzini. And in the second half, that's what changed the game. I mean, we've got to really decide what we're going to do with the team. I mean, we're doing well, but like you say, when we got a bit of luck today, which we're always going to be happy about, because I mean that VAR decision, we deserved that. We really did. And Fabianski, I mean, two opportunities there that he kept us in the game. Brilliant saves. I mean, got to acknowledge Fabianski there. But again, I'm not sure there. I mean, I don't want to be overly critical, but Souček had a little bit of a poor game. I don't think Souček was on his best form today. I think he let us down a little bit. I think we could have done with him getting on a bit. I mean, with 34% possession, he was never going to be on the ball a lot. But I mean, we do need to get him more in the game, more of him box to box, to help build up there, because we just looked isolated with Bowen, Antonio and Fornals in the first half. But I mean, well, we were expecting a Grealish show today. We got in the first half. And in the second half, I mean, he just had to go to the floor every time, didn't he? And I mean, that was terrible diving and terrible refereeing. I mean, it's an embarrassment, to be honest. I mean, he doesn't need us to tell him how good he is. But I mean, he's going to end up like another Sterling, don't you think?
Yeah, it's it's poor from him. I think he's such a good talent. I think that ruins his game. But Matt, thank you very much for coming on, Matt. I really appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, mate. And
me waiting. So
enjoy it, mate. Take care.
I really,
See you soon, mate.
really appreciate it, mate. Enjoy the weather.
Yeah, will do, mate.